Good morning. I'm chuckling here to myself as the time approaches, looking at the synchronicities of the morning. I went to go out into the atrium, but it had rained through the night, and so it was pretty wet out there. So I went into the meditation room, and then when I came to the computer, well, let me just read the title and the blurb that ended up coming onto my screen, which it didn't just automatically come onto it. I had to put it there. But anyway, patience is a virtue, though not my strong point. Please wait. That's what it keeps saying on my computer screen as I attempt to get back into my desktop programs and files. It had shut down overnight, even though it is not set for automatic update installations. Sometimes I think it has a mind of its own, which annoys me. Even though I have long said, I serve all creation and all creation serves me. I don't like serving a machine that was created for the express purpose of serving me. You're right. It was not my intention to talk about this today. Yet that is where my focus went after coming here from the meditation room. Am I being forced to look at patience today? Yes, it may be a virtue, though it is not my strong point. Some of the most important things to me I want yesterday, not tomorrow. Of course, things do seem to be speeding up, especially this consciousness, or the consciousness of those of us working for real change in our lives and world. Okay, after I typed that blurb and started looking at emails, I looked at Tut's message. Now, that's Mike Dooley's message that comes out Monday through Friday. I've been subscribed for several years at least. And today's message from the universe goes like this. When you tough it out, hold the line and stay the course, Ron. I promise there will soon come a day when you will look back over your shoulder, shake your head in dismay, and seriously wonder what all the fuss was about. Just like all the other times, the universe. And there's always a PS a little bit further down on the screen, and it says, in fact, in not so many days from today, Ron, it will become clear as a bell that you did have enough time, that you were never alone, and that all of us in the unseen were working double time to help make possible the time of your life. How appropriate, how synchronistic that that message came after I had typed that blurb about patience. Because maybe you don't see it, but it seems to be very apropos to me. They seem to go together. Indeed, as I listened to the One People last night, they were talking extensively about, what is it called, Project 13, which is going to be a new computer program that's going to cost $1 a month to join, and they intend for it to replace Facebook and all of the spy social programs set up in the current system where nothing is private, and it's going to be a private system. I just wonder if people move from, oh, it's raining hard out there now. I just hear it coming down pretty good pace. Anyway, how quickly will people gravitate toward a new system when the one set up by the control grid is actually working for the benefit of those of us in the awakening? It may take considerable amount of time for Project 13 to catch on with people, although once it enables us to access our value in actual monetary terms, things may change. I'm not sure how it will all pan out, but let me tell you, I'm really at times impatient because it does seem like it's taking forever for what I consider the real changes in our world to happen. I've seen them happen in me, but I've always been focused on show me the proof. I'm from Missouri. Show me the proof. Yes, I feel the changes inside. I tap into that energy on a regular basis. I can go into the place where I can feel peace, although sometimes it's disturbed by computer malfunctions or computers taking over and doing what they want to do instead of what I want them to do in my time. It seems to be going on its own time frame, in its own timeline. And lots of things in my life do. Earlier in the year, when I was finally opening up to the possibility of a relationship again, and I had thought that I had met my soulmate born on my birthday, my twin flame. Well, it wasn't going the way that I thought it was going to be going. There were definitely differences between us. And then the universe brings me a lady that actually does seem more in tune with me than the one that I thought should have been in tune because she was born on my birthday. So anyway, a lot of my thinking lately, and for the past month or plus, has been in that direction because it looks like I'm going to actually have a relationship, and I thank all the people that already sent me words of encouragement and emails and stuff like that in regard to my lady friend from Quebec. And there's probably going to be more. There's been more promises of sending actual charts. I've provided the dates and times and everything, and it was interesting because when I did the video, or after I did the video yesterday, I forgot the time of her birth. I'm thinking it was either 1:06 a.m. or 1:04 a.m. and when we finally talked later in the day, it was 1:05, and so I was on the numbers that were coming to mind were on either side. Again, even when my mind doesn't perfectly function and remember things in exact detail, oftentimes the proximity of what does come to mind is amazing. I mean, I had the number on either side of the right number. Now, all of these things may seem meaningless to you. I mean, what the hell is he talking about? He's blabbering on and on and on about impatience, about synchronicities, about wanting changes yesterday. Indeed I am, and indeed I do. I mean, I wanted Nasara in 2001. I mean, I knew about it back then, and I wanted it now. I wanted George Bush removed from office. He was the worst president ever. And I mean, my God, we have to have somebody with some balls and somebody with some guts to stand up to the system and say, enough already. We're not going to let the bankers call all the shots. We're not going to let these high rollers and in finance and commerce control all the game here on the planet. And then, of course, that we got Obama, and he was change you can believe in. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm sorry for those of you that are still thinking Obama is a good guy, and he may be good in the negative sense, but he's certainly not been good in the positive sense. He has not brought change we can believe in. He's only accelerated the negative changes that were started by the Republican Mr. Bush. And it doesn't really matter if we have a Democrat or a Republican, or in other countries a liberal or a conservative. They've all been serving, from their perspective, they've all been serving those that want to rule the world. And this has been an issue for me. I mean, I want a world that works for everybody. I want an opportunity for everybody to get on the train that's moving toward peace on earth, not the one that's moving toward more conflict and greater polarization and greater alienation of people from the natural world and people from each other and people from the divine aspects of the cosmos that are impending upon us. They're being pushed our way. Whether humanity thinks it's ready or not, the universe is ready for us to wake up. And I agree with Mike Dooley and Tut that that it's going to be clear as a bell that we did have enough time, and that we were never alone, and that uh, all of us in the unseen, the angelic and extraterrestrial realm, the celestial realm, was working double time or overtime to make the changes possible. They are coming, they are here. And yes, it does seem to be really, really slow for those of us that want it yesterday. It does seem to be happening at a snail's pace, but really it's not. It's happening tremendously fast, and there is going to be many things that are happening. And in my life, the focus on a loving relationship is going to help me focus on what I want more than the frustration of seeing what I don't want and seeing the changes there come more slowly than I'd like. It's going to help me bring that focus around, and I believe that that she and I are going to be able to work together to help each other center and work on our individual issues, which ultimately will bring all of the issues that we want collectively in our world to start coming together and start manifesting so that the real change is actually happening. Anyway, it's only 11 and a half minutes right now, just looking down at the time. But you know, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do today. It may seem like a strange one, and it is, but it's where I am right now, and it's facing and dealing with the synchronicities of the moment. So I guess just thank you for listening, and I hope to have some time yet before this week is out. I hope to have another conversation with Aristo. I haven't set that up yet, and maybe even another one with Peter. I mean, I'm not sure. There's other people besides those two that I want to have conversations with, but we'll see how it plays out and how Spirit leads me and how the synchronicities come into my world. So that's all for now, and again, thank you for listening. Namaste.